Hello my darlings, and welcome back to Henford-on-Bagley. We are in the area of Bramblewood today in this snowy scene, and we're on to a brand new lot where we're going to be building a renovated mill house, which is home to the Camber-Jones family. So let's get into game and I'll introduce you to them a little bit more. Happy Wednesday my loves, and welcome back to Let's Build the Worlds. And here we are with a brand new family on a brand new lot. I'm keeping that in. We're keeping that in. Brand new lot. Okay. So here we are. This is the new family I'm going to be introducing you to today. Can we have eyes open, please? For goodness sake, Tina Camber-Jones. So this is the Camber-Jones family. They're quite a well-to-do family, but they've also kind of nestled into the community quite nicely. They've been here for years. This is going to be an old mill house, by the way. We'll get into that a little bit later on. But this is the mum. This is Tina Camber-Jones here. This is the dad. This is Felix Camber-Jones. And then they've got two grown-up children. So they've got two young adult children. One of them is called Annabeth Camber-Jones. And this handsome young man is Dominic Camber-Jones. So I've had thoughts with this. Let's go over the family dynamic first. So they're still living at home. I think that Annabeth has recently just graduated from university and she's following in her mother's footsteps. Back to the mum. Tina, where are you, my love? Here's Tina, who I think is absolutely beautiful, may I just add. This is Tina Camber-Jones. She owns an interior design business called Camber-Jones Interiors, and it's very, very successful. It's very exclusive as well. Lots of the pieces are very expensive, and she caters for all the kind of rich households in Henford-on-Bagley and beyond. Worldwide, this company is, I'm going to say. And she just loves her job. She really, really loves her job. She's going to have a little bit of an office and stuff in this house where she can do a bit of work from home. But more than often, she's out of the house dealing with all of these clients herself and her team. She's got a big team behind her, which is where Annabeth comes in as well, because Annabeth is now working for her mum, I'm going to say, working for her interior design business. She went to university to study fine art, textiles, that kind of stuff. But she's got a little bit of a passion for jewellery making as well. So I'm going to make that apparent with her too. She's going to be kind of delving into her own kind of like entrepreneurial, she's entrepreneurial self, which is very heavily inspired by her mum, but also her dad, because Felix here, handsome Felix, may I just add, we're bringing more daddies into the safe file, loves, of course we are. Felix is a furniture designer, so he makes a lot of the furniture that I reckon Tina sells as well with her business, or promotes it that way. It's well known as well. I'm going to say maybe Camber-Jones Furnishings. That could be quite nice as well. So it's kind of a joint business venture, but they're two separate companies altogether. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting with them, to be honest. And Dominic here, I think he's not just left school. I reckon he's been on a gap year. He's been on a gap year to find himself. So he's been traveling around the world quite a bit, working at ski resorts in Mount Carmel, just filling up his time really before he has to go to university. His parents are adamant he needs to go to university. So at the minute he's kind of looking for places and vibes. Is all about the vibes, about what he wants to actually do with his life. He's very unsure. He knows he doesn't want to go into the business of what his mum and dad both do, and his sister. He's not really artistically sort of prowess, shall we say. It's not his thing. He likes to deal with people. He's a good people person, but he's also quite a talented actor. He's been in a few stage plays here and there, so that's another thing that he might want to look into. His parents are going to be supportive of it. They will, but they would like him to have a job that they know he's going to be safe and secure monetarily. And they're a little bit worried about him at the minute because he's just, he's a little bit different to his own family. But his heart's in the right place, and that's the important thing. It really is. So the dynamic between them as well, they're really close. I'm going to say they are a really close family. They've got lots of friends in Henford-on-Bagley. They're well liked in the community. And this company is really successful. And the fact that it is a Henford-on-Bagley company as well, it kind of pulls in. It's one of the things that Henford-on-Bagley is well known for throughout the world now, because of this like big interior design company and brand. because this is the birthplace for it, really. So there's more to come with these. There really is. We'll go into a little bit more in depth, but I love this family. I really do. I like the dynamic between them. I like that there's two older kind of children living at home as well, which in this climate nowadays, it's very, very common. And Annabeth and Dominic just don't have the money to like live by themselves at the minute. Dominic's going to be living in uni halls, I think. I think he's going to be actually living from there once he actually gets into uni. I'll make that apparent in the save file. So when you come to this household, he might be away from the house itself. He might be living in dorms somewhere. But Annabeth has moved back home because she just hasn't got the money. She's got all this debt now because of uni. And she's working her way up the career ladder, and she loves her family home as well. Now, speaking about the family home itself, this is the lot we're going to be building on. It's a 40 by 30, I think, this lot down here. And we're going to be building an old mill house. Now, I found a gorgeous house that I really want to build for this, or at least build as similarly to as possible. And I'm going to pop it up on the screen for you now. So this is an old mill house with a modern extension, but look at this. This is done well. It's not like my nightmare house with that awful slapped on bit on the side. We're going to try and make this look really lovely and kind of blend in with this house. So it's kind of like on 3 levels. Interestingly, I love the stairs going up to the main entrance. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then down below is where I'm going to have Felix's business. Felix is going to be working from home, so he's going to have his furniture shop and stuff in the house at the bottom. Not necessarily the shop, more like the workshop, but I think I want to put around a few pieces. So when he gets customers or anybody that wants to set up a contract or something with him, they can come around to his family home and have a look at some of his pieces this way. I reckon he's got stores everywhere as well, but this is just for his very exclusive clients, I would say. But this house is just beautiful. I love it. I really do. So I'm looking forward to building something like this. Very much am indeed. So that's it. You've been introduced to this lovely new family now, who I absolutely love. I think they're going to be a nice addition to the save file. So what we're going to do is get on over into the build mode, get rid of all this snow, and we're going to make a start on the actual building itself. And so here we are. Let's get into a bit of building. What I like about this lot is there are 2 cars that are kind of parked here. It looks like it kind of belongs to this, so I don't need to worry about cars and stuff for this because these are their cars. Ta-da. Done and dusted. So that's it. Here we go. As always with the first parts, we don't tend to get loads done, but we're going to try and get as much done as possible. I'm going to be bringing this out today and tomorrow, and then on the last day before I go on my Christmas break, I'm going to be bringing out a lovely speed build, a festive speed build to finish off the year. That's what we're going to do. Okay. I'm going to drag this all the way back to here because this is where the stairs are going to be. So let's get some stairs in now. They look like wooden stairs. I kind of like that vibe. And there's stairs that kind of come off to the side here as well. Do I want to do wooden stairs though? They need to be a kind of like a light wood as well. Really light wood. I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to flop you into there. Plop you to there like this. Actually, no. You need to come to around about there because there is a bit of floor space up here. So if I can drag you across to there and there, bring you in around about there. Yes. And then do these on the other side. So we've got a little moment going on that side there as well. I don't know what the reasons for that is on this house, but I'm going to do it anyway because I just love the vibe of this house. I really do. So an old mill house. I reckon this would have been an old woolen mill. Like this would have been like full of sheep and stuff down here. And I reckon this is where they made clothes. I know, groundbreaking. Really is. Do I want to go? I think it's going to be about a 4. It's quite... Do I want to go wider with it? No, I don't think I'm going to. I'm not going to do that with the original house. I'm going to build the footprint to the original house first before I put on the modern extension. It would just make a little bit more sense that way. So if I can come across there as well. I think I'm going to keep it all at short height too, just because this would have been an old building. And I think that would make a whole lot more sense if I do it that way. Yes. Yes, it will indeed. Okay. All right. We've got that going on. So this is going to be the kind of like the ground level. The basement is going to be a kind of workshop and stuff. And I might even do like a swimming pool, an indoor swimming pool downstairs as well. I think that's what I want to do. So let's just get in a big enough space at the minute that I can definitely fit in a whole ground floor level here. I do want it quite big, this house. Not Well, no, I do want it quite massive. Not ginormous like the other big stately homes we've been building, but big enough. Is that the right? No, that's one too many, Aiden. I can get you across to there. Flop you off like that. Yeah, I think we can make this work. And then above is the same shape again, going all the way across. And I think we can get 2 bedrooms in this part, and then with the modern extension, maybe is adding like a main bedroom suite. We'll see what happens there. Right, so we need a little bit of roofing going on as well. Let's get a roof on this for the minute. I'm going to use you, and I'm going to tuck all flaps in. You're flopping across to here, and I'm going to drag you all the way across, and then I'm going to bring you right down. We've got it's got kind of like quite a dipped roof. I do want to try all that, just see what it would look like. I think we could make that work. Yeah, I think we could. It almost makes me want to get my flaps out, to be honest. Just flop my flaps right out. Just get them out. It's Christmas after all, you know? Nothing like a nice flippity-floppity pair of Christmas flaps is there, to be honest. I don't like it. I'm going to do that. Oh, just dip that a little bit more. Yeah, that's fine. And then come across here with this. It's kind of been modernized, this house or this mill, even the windows. And I do want to go down that route with this, but it's just without custom content, I'm going to be very limited. I can feel it now, but I'm going to give it my best shot. I would also like to do an old mill wheel as well. So I might even put that on the side of this building over here. The size of that size. The side of the house. Honestly, my brain. She's ready for a break, this one. Yeah, I think we can make that work. I really do. So, the modern part, I think what we're going to do is drag this out. This would be a good space for his workshop down here. Plus, like an at-home store. That's what I'd like to do. This would probably have been a garage. It would have looked like, but I'm not going to do a garage here because the cars are parked there. I'm going to drag you all the way along. Every shape's going to be very uninteresting at the minute. I promise I'll make it more interesting when we get into a little bit of detailing. I just want to get scale down first. Sometimes it's best to just get a scale down, get a box down like I've just done, and then you can go around and it just progresses and changes the more that you do it. That's my little bit of advice for you there. So the only problem with this is that the main bedroom's going to be on the ground, well, on this level. Don't know if I want that. We might need to think. And it also looks like, I can't see over the build, but it also almost looks like there's like a courtyard on this part, which I would like to do. I think that would be really interesting. If I dragged you to around about there, maybe I could get in a bathroom there as well. And then what I'm going to do is use this bit here. I don't know what this room would be yet, even if it is going to be a room. Oh, that courtyard's kind of small, isn't it? I think what I want to do, why are you not moving this for? There we go. If I move that to like that, like a little private courtyard would be nice there. Just for a little bit of difference. But this here is going to be part of the original build, I think. I think that's what I want to do. Trust the vision. That's all you've got to do. You've just got to trust the vision at the minute, because at the minute it's a big old box, isn't it? But I think we can make this work. Now, the only problem with this build is that the roof is the same texture as the walls. We're not going to be able to do that, sadly. So I don't know if I want to do a sloped roof on this. Maybe I could just go for a squared off, like boxed roof with a living roof on it, maybe. We'll see what happens with that. Let's get in a half wall first. It's going to need to be quite tall. Let's have a little look. Now, just one more down. Just a little bit. Not tall at all then, to be honest. I can grab you all the way across to there. And I'm going to dead it off there because I do want to try and make this look like it's connected in with the original part of the house. Oh, not you. Can I not just boosh out that bit? Why are you doing that? Why are you an asshole? You know? Remove ceiling? Really? Sometimes this game, I would love to whack it right across the face. Big old slap. There we go. That might work. I might actually reduce the size of just this side. And, oh, for God's sake. And this side here. Just for a little bit of difference there. I think we can make that work. Here's hoping. Here's hoping indeed. Right, so what I want to do now off of camera, I want to get a floor plan. So this floor plan might change the shape of this house as well. It might, yeah, it's going to change the shape of it. because I do want a nice flow throughout this house and I want the floor plan to make sense. So what I'm going to do is get that floor plan sorted, and I'm also going to choose all of the wallpapers, windows, and the roof textures as well. So let me do that. Okay, so floor plan has been done, windows have been picked, doors have been picked, wallpapers have been picked. I've reduced it. I tried 3 squares on one side, but it was too much. But what I've done is reduced it by 2. I think it was 2, could have been 1. Bit like the Spice Girls, you know. But I've also picked out a floor plan. Again, this can all be subject to change as I'm building along, but just want to pre-warn you on that. So this is where the main entrance is going to be. So I'm just going to put the door there for now. Come through this way. There's going to be an entrance coming into here, which is the stairs that take you up this kind of area of the build up into where 2 bedrooms are going to be, 2 big bedrooms. So I'm thinking about making some dressing rooms in here. I think that's what I want to do. I'm not going to do en suites because we've got a big bathroom on this level and it just kind of void out that bathroom then. But what I could also do with this is make this into a 3 bedroom up here and change the floor plan out. So this level might change, but I'm showing you it anyway. So I'm through this way. This is an office. This is going to be a lovely little office in here. And then we've got this big open plan level here, which is going to be living room, dining room, and then kitchen over in this area here. And then this is going to be the main bedroom. So this is going to be the main bedroom suite with this big bathroom. And then this is the courtyard. That's kind of in the middle of all of these rooms. It kind of like separates all the way around. I'm going to put some bifold doors and stuff in there. Which is marvellous, to be honest with you. And then downstairs on this level, I've not figured out a floor plan for the kind of workshop and sort of how I'm going to lay this out yet with the furniture and stuff. I'm just going to leave that for now. And this is the pool area that's coming down here. I still need to decide on some windows and what I'm going to do down there. Then we've got a sauna, and I'm also going to do a kind of shower room and also a toilet down on this level as well. So far, I'm kind of happy with the floor plan. I think it's going to work. I also picked out a bit of roofing here for this level. It looks much better once all of the wallpapers and stuff are on. So it's still quite cubey, but I think we can get away with it. I do. This is much more cubey than I usually build, but I think it's going to work with this being an old kind of working mill house. I think it's going to work. This is the wallpaper that we're choosing. This is going to be over the majority of the build. Well, all of it apart from the modern extension bit. It just works really nicely with the windows and stuff. So let's get this on together, darlings, shall we? Courtyard has already been done by the looks of things. There we go. Can I just wrap you all in there? No? Okay. Let's get that grid off so we can see what we're doing. Plop you in there, my darling, like that. Oh, stunning. Oh, actually, we're not doing that in stone. I've just realised. That's why it wasn't wrapped in stone. We'll get back to that. Let's finish the rest of this house off, please. So I'm just going to wrap the whole build in it first, and then I'm going to go through and pick up the bits that I want to be exposed with the modern extension, the modernity. Also pulled out a big wheel back here, the old mill wheel, and also a big balcony as well that is going to come off the main living and dining area too. So that is a vibe in itself. Let's get you on there as well. Let's get this in first. So this is what I've decided to do. I'm going to do you to there. Then I'm going to do the whole lot of that up the top. And this wraps around. And I'm going to flop you into about there. So this is the only modern extension part, really. Is this whole bit here. But I think this texture just blends really nicely with the stone. I think it sits in really well with it. So I think that's what I want to do. But I still want to keep the aspect of the stone and stuff at the bottom. I just think it really works like that. So that is indeed what I'm going to do. Come here, you. And then I also need to sort out this courtyard because I did this area as that tone as well. All the way along. I wish we had some really nice vertical planked wood. This is the best for the colour that it is. I think it's going to match in really nicely. I also did the clear fence at the top there. This is coming up onto this level here. We're just going to pretend that this was a door. I tried a few doors there, including like the big barn door and stuff, and nothing was working. It didn't look how I wanted it to, so I've kind of left it. Roof texture, we're going for this one. We're going to fit in with the rest of the builds around Henford-on-Bagley. I think this will just work really nicely. So I'm going to flop them all into place. And now this is where I'm going to struggle because I cannot remember where I put the bloody windows, but we can do that together. First off, let's get this all done here. So we've got a nice fence coming on there, and I'm going to use the same railing or not and put it on the other stairs like that. I think that's a vibe. Yes, indeed. Right. Now I need to remember what I did with these windows. I think what I did was put a bigger one down on this level, which is into the office. And then up above it, I used these smaller windows here. I just thought these were the perfect looking warehousey kind of old mill window. I was going to go a little bit more modern, but as I was building, I was just like, no, I don't like that. So I decided not to do it. Should we bring that across one more there? Yeah, that's better. Okay. And then I'm going to fit on some modern windows. Like the reference image, they were kind of like offset to the side, and I really liked that look. So these were the most similar that I could find, really. I tried the Snowy Escape ones, and I was not vibing with them very much. So I'm going to use these instead and just do 2 up to where the staircase is. So at least we get some natural light flooding into that staircase level. I think that might be a little bit too far in. I think I went to around about there, actually. Yes. This is all going to work. Again, you've just got to trust the vision. You've just got to trust it. Door here. This is where it goes into the basement level, sorry. So I'm going to flop you into there. I'm also going to be putting like loads of landscaping and stuff around here. So I can see it in my mind's eye. I can see it in my mind's eye that it's all going to work. And that's all that matters, isn't it, really? Right, around to the side here. Can I remember where these were? Can I hell? So I think what I did was put these 2 bigger... Yeah, I put these up to where the bedrooms are. If I can get them at the right height. There we go. 1 there. And 1 in the middle there. Is that in the middle? No, that is. Just like that. And then I did a random small one there. Because you need to look at some old mill houses. Like some of the window shapes and stuff. They were so irregular. I've got quite a few references I've had a look at. And yeah, that's why I decided to go for these windows. Because I saw something very similar on one of them. And I was very much for it. Yeah, I'm going to flop you to around about there. And then this small one is going to come into where this big bathroom is. But again, these windows might change because I've got a feeling I'm going to rework the top level floor plan because I'm just not keen on it, to be honest. Now, what I wanted from here was this kind of window moment where it had a kind of corner aspect to it. So I'm going to flop those into there like that. One of the reasons was I definitely want to get a fireplace in this lot. And I didn't really have enough wall space without doing this to the windows on this point here. Because I just think that would be the perfect fireplace place. And I'm going to use these windows. Another one there like that. Bifold door right next to it. So it comes straight out into this balcony area. And then just finishing off with maybe another... Yeah, I'm going to do another 2 actually. Can you just get there, please? Thank you. Roundabout to there like that. Oh, that's stunning. Yeah, I think that's going to work. I'm going to make sure to make this look a bit more solidified and not just floating. I might even do a frame around that balcony. Not too sure just yet. And also maybe some stairs down as well. I think that would be a good vibe if we did that. And then these into the kitchen, part of the old build. I did 3 and I balanced them along this side of the build. Let's get that up. Okay. You need to come in. No, you don't. There, like that. Gorgeous. Okay. And then I still wanted a couple more windows into where the modern bit was. So I think what I did, because I definitely want to think about putting the bed here, was put one around here. And then I did the other one that's going to go into their bathroom. Around about there. Not there, please. Down. There we go. Around about there. And then I didn't know what windows to pick for the swimming pool. I had no idea. So we're going to do that together. Now these windows, they just were randomly put maybe around there. And there was also another one around here. Is this the right height? I think you need to come down one like that. And they just kind of go into the hallway area. Again, that might change because I'm going to rework. There I am. Now down here, I'm going to do bifold doors from the kitchen area, from the main bedroom itself, sorry. And also I wanted to get a little window in there so it kind of floods in a little bit more light from the courtyard. I don't know if I need that anymore. I even tried the door here, but it just made the kitchen look a bit too long. I think this kind of breaks up the kitchen area nicely. And then we've got this kind of thoroughfare all the way through there as well. Yeah, I think that could work. Again, subject to change, loves. That's the word of the day. That's the sentence of the day. Subject to change. So let me find some windows down here. We're going to have to stick with the black kind of vibe. But I'm wondering if we could just do like a row of them from Snowy Escape. Maybe up just a little bit high. So they do get some privacy at pool level. And just do a row of them here. Even 4 of them would be fine. You would need to come in 1 though. So it would balance out with the windows above it. Let me see that. I think that could work. I was going to do floor length ones, but I think having 4 of them would probably be the way to go here. And again, that just floods in some natural light and greenery into the pool area. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. That is indeed what I want to do. Okay, well that's not looking too bad. Not looking too bad at all. I know I need to tweak it in places. Detail is going to be killer here. It's going to be the pièce de résistance. It really is. But I think so far so good. A little bit apprehensive still, but we're continuing on anyway. Now, with the reference image as well, there is a drain pipe coming down here. And it kind of goes to around here. And then goes up the whole front of the build as well. I wish they would sort that out. That bloody, like, I've got to manually move this every bloody time. It's very annoying. And let's pop this one up here as well. Can we get up there, please? Thank you. Yeah, but I am also going to do this because it's just not meeting the top and it just looks a bit weird. So I'm going to do that and then I'm just going to I'm going to do that by the looks of things. Let's get back into position, please. Back into everyone's positions, please, everyone. I'm just going to lift it up. I don't know if that's going to be too tall. Yes, it is, yes. We'll move that down a bit, but you get the idea. It's not looking too bad. It really isn't. I'm happy with it. The only problem I'm not really keen on at the minute is the upstairs layout. The back, we can concentrate on this. I might even play with platforms around here as well with the garden. I definitely want a nice garden with a nice lawn and stuff, but I might even play with platforms around here. We'll see what happens with that. But I think that's a nice start for today. That's where I'm going to leave it. Tomorrow we're going to come back and we'll get on with a bit of landscaping and stuff. But what I would like to hear from you is some storylines for this family. What do you see with this family? As always, I love reading through your stories, so get some down below. But that's it so far. The nice little start to the old mill house, and I'm going to be back tomorrow. Leave me some lovely comments. Goodbye.